I'm taking advantage of a few free days that I have by heading north. I'm going to the shores of Lake Superior to enjoy these beautiful days in Minnesota where summer is slowly turning to fall, the air is a little more crisp, and what's especially cool right now is it's a full moon and I'm camping in a tent under a full moon, which is a cool experience because the moon lights up the tent. We're almost to Duluth and I'm so excited to go camping. I found the campsite that I want to go to. We're gonna get there at like 7:30 and the sun goes down at 7:20, so hopefully there's nobody there. We meaning you and me, there's nobody else coming with. Part of my plan for this trip is to hike the Eagle Mountain hiking trail, and I forgot shoes. The only shoes I have are Birkenstocks, and not even regular Birkenstocks, plastic Birkenstocks. Wow, this is absolutely breathtaking.
Billions still sleeping, clouds on the ceiling, the owl naked. Old Turkish fellows smoking their tobacco. Oh, what a perfume it brings. The first rays of sun.
Good morning. I did not sleep. I would be surprised if I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I laid in my tent, wide awake pretty much the whole night. Don't really know why.
And gaze at the trails.
We're gonna go down by the beach and obviously make some coffee. It is so beautiful right now. The sun is just coming up over the trees. It's too hot to drink. Think I should go for a swim? And the clouds are so pretty. There have been ducks in this little bay. There are so many cars driving by on the road behind me though. I am definitely not used to having so many cars driving by all the time. Maybe that's why I couldn't sleep, because it was actually pretty loud. I really want to hike up Eagle Mountain, but I do not have the shoes for it. I could go and hit up a couple thrift stores and see if I find anything. Sometimes I forget that we have Lake Superior in Minnesota, and it's kind of like we have our own ocean. The lake water in Lake Superior, if you don't know this, is crystal clear. So pretty. My cute little cozy spot. What? But this campsite was much cooler than I anticipated. Camping on the top of a bluff overlooking Lake Superior with a full moon and the beautiful beach day. I honestly couldn't have had a better spot to camp or weather.
The first rays of sun.
Okay, so looking for shoes is not going well. I might check out a couple more places on the way, but it's not looking great. I always have tennis shoes in my car. I always have either hiking boots or tennis shoes or work boots in my car. None of those. I cleaned up my car recently, unfortunately. We found tennis shoes and they actually fit really well. They're men's shoes and the toe box is wide, so I don't think I'm gonna end up with jammed toes after this hike. So you know when you're driving and you see a really cool property for sale, so then you have to look it up on Zillow and see how much it is. And then you realize that in order to buy that property, you would have to make about your yearly income monthly, and then you could afford the house, but probably not utilities.
Berlin still sleeping, clouds on the ceiling. I roam the naked streets.
My tire kind of looks flat. I have a thing. I'll be back. Okay, my tire pressure gauge says that tire pressure is the same tire pressure as the rear one on that side, so I'm not worried about it anymore. But it does kind of look flat, and I'm going up the Gunflint Trail, so I won't have cell phone service. So I drove to the end of the Gunflint Trail to spend some time with my good friend Jessica. She lives at the very end of the trail, and it's a beautiful place to spend time with somebody that you care a lot about. Jessica and I made dinner and spent some time talking. We ended up falling asleep, and in the morning I worked a little bit and spent some time outside by myself. It was a slow morning that felt so good. Then I headed back to town to spend time with another good friend, Kat. I haven't talked to you much at all today, but I am in Grand Marais right now. I just had lunch with my friend Kat at Voyager Brewing, and now I'm gonna sit by the lake for a minute and just kind of relax. Kat is doing official business duty stuff for her very official job. She's gonna be speaking at this big conference and has to do a phone call for that. And so I have like 30 minutes to kill, gonna just kind of hang out. Then we're gonna go hiking together. It just feels so good to spend time with dear friends. I feel like I'm like overflowing with love lately, and it just feels so warm and so good. And fall is kind of lingering off in the distance. It's hot today, but it like wants to be fall. The leaves are changing. So it's like a thing in this town that you park over there and then walk this cement wall out to the lighthouse, take a selfie, and then walk back, and maybe even go over to those trees over there and then back to your car. There's also another kind of thing that tends to happen in this town where at night for sunset. The parking lot over by the marina, I don't know if you call it a marina, the parking lot by Artist Point fills up with cars almost every evening year round, and people come to watch the sunset over the lake. And it's like an event. It's like the thing to do in the evenings here. It can be romantic, or it can be fun, or it's fun by yourself too. Which way should we go? This way? This way. Do you want to try it?
No. Don't.
We did not pick this. It was already sitting on the trail. Don't these trees look fake? Kat and I have never been here before. Never. This is a first. Oh, I think we're like at the top of it.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
gorgeous.
Like begs you to swim in it. We're gonna go down there. This is so cool with all of these cedar trees, and it looks like the water, like Kat was just saying, it probably is usually covering this whole area, but it's pretty low right now.
The first rays of sun. The first rays of sun.
Holy cow! It's like the earth is falling out from under the earth. It looks like something scraped through there, doesn't it? I wonder why it's like that. Yeah, this would be a good swimming spot. There are trees like growing on a rock that looks like it's gonna fall.
Giving me Snow White vibes.
For reference. Hey, tiny! There's another little guy up here. It's a little guy!
Absolutely.
Oh no!
We're hiking. An adventure.
Last night, Kat and I and her fiance Steve had a really nice dinner and hung out at their house, and it was beautiful. I just feel so full, and so like full as in like full of love. I am going to hike the Eagle Mountain Trail this morning, but first I'm gonna go and try to find this new bakery coffee shop place in town. We made it to the parking lot for the Eagle Mountain Trail. There's a bathroom up here and picnic table over there, and the trailhead is there. To be honest, I'm like a little nervous about this hike. It's 7 miles total. It's an out and back, and I've never done it before. I've heard it's kind of challenging. We'll see. I don't know. I just feel like I'm pushing myself a little bit today to do this. I've always wanted to do it. I've kind of put it off on trips because I never felt quite ready, and I've just decided I'm doing the hike today. And we're off. I'm gonna time how long this takes me. My online resources said it would be like 2.5 hours to 2 hours and 45 minutes. So we'll see how long it takes for me. I do have to get a Boundary Waters day use permit from the box up here because this trail does go into the Boundary Waters. So I'm gonna fill that out and head up the trail. I guess I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna say here, but I have been planning and wanting to do this hike for a very long time, and I've always been a little intimidated by this hike because of how long it is and because it's hiking by myself. When I go hiking, if I am in an area that I'm familiar with, it's fine, but new areas that I haven't been to before, I don't really know the trail that well, I just get like pretty nervous. I haven't done this hike yet because I'm a little bit nervous. Just being by myself outside for hours. And it's probably strange because I do all of these solo canoe trips, solo Boundary Waters trips. I've even done backpacking trips. And people ask me like, how are you not scared? How are you not afraid? And like, I'm not really afraid of the things that people probably think I'm afraid of. Like, I'm not terrified of running into a bear. Moose are a little bit more intimidating, but like, it's more so just being so alone. And like, if I get hurt or if I get lost, even though people know that I'm here, it makes me really nervous. More so when I'm hiking than when I'm paddling. Because obviously, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, you can still drown, but like, I'm a really good swimmer. I don't go on solo trips when the water temperature is like scary low. And I don't feel the loneliness and intimidation of walking through the woods by myself when I'm canoeing. The portages are always the part that intimidate me the most, because I am walking through the woods, but there's something about having the mission and having the canoe and the pack, and I feel better. But this hiking trip with literally just water, snacks, map, permit, I am very intimidated by this, and I'm not gonna complete this hike. I'm just like too nervous, and it's not gonna be fun. And if I do it right now, it's going to be just because I said I was going to do it. And I have just like this pit in my stomach about it. But I thought I would be fine. I thought once I got going, once I got out here, I would feel better. But the farther I go, the worse it gets. And I wanted to share that because I know I get asked all the time by people how I'm not afraid, how I'm so brave. And I'm really like not. I'm always kind of scared in my videos when I'm solo camping. I'm always a little bit nervous and intimidated. I don't think anybody can go solo camping and not feel a little intimidated at night. I don't care who you are. On the drive here, there were little pull-offs on the side of the road that looked like trails down to lakes. And they said like canoe access or whatever. So I might go check out one of those. I think there's a grouse on the trail up here. Also, these trees are really creaky. To be honest, I do feel a little bit disappointed in myself, but this little trail down, I'm assuming to the lake, is right next to where the Eagle Mountain Trail is. I've never been here. I just saw it on the drive and thought maybe we should check it out.
Our story's just begun. I'm never gonna let you go. With your love I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know.
It's just like a little trickle. It's drizzling a little tiny bit, and I am thinking about the fact that my windshield is so disgusting right now, and maybe this water will help the situation. I've been meaning to stop at a gas station to clean my windshield. I should just clean my car in general.